Hello, I'm going to do a short tutorial video on Zoom. There's a few features that I wanted to go over for basics, scheduling, screen sharing, and breakout rooms. So when you go to the Zoom website, this is what you'll see. You'll either see a sign in or a My Account if you've already signed in. So you'll need to sign in or either click on My Account and it will take you to your profile. On your profile, you will see two places where you can schedule a meeting, the first being in the upper right-hand corner, and the second being over to the side when you see under the word profile, meetings, and that's the one I typically click on. When you schedule a new meeting, there's a button right here that says schedule a new meeting, and it will take you to a page where you have to fill in all of your options. For your topic, you can label it whatever you would like it to be. You can put a description, you can put your time and date, your approximate duration. This will not kick you out after 1 hour, but just so your attendants know approximately how long the meeting should last. Your time zone should already be filled in. You can make this a recurring meeting if you'd like to check in daily with students at a certain time and have the same link. That is sometimes helpful. For your meeting ID, you can generate automatically or you can have your personal meeting ID number. Either one of those is going to require a passcode. You can change your passcode to whatever you would like it to be. For smaller learners, you might just want to have a simple word for them so that it's easier for them to get logged in. I would suggest having a check beside the word waiting room. This will put students into a virtual waiting room, and then you will have to allow each of them in individually so they can't access anything beforehand. For your video, excuse me, for your video, I would have the host video on and the participant video on, unless you would like to start with your video off and then turn it on when you're prepared. Either way is fine. For your audio, I would put both. Some students might come in on a telephone or most would be on the computer, but just be prepared for both. For your meeting options, I would not select enable join before host. I would use the waiting room as I said before. I would select mute participants upon entry because that will alleviate any issues when someone isn't aware of their loud background noise. You can use the breakout room pre-assign. It might be kind of hard if you're not exactly sure which students will be coming into your Zoom meeting that day. You can also do that during the Zoom, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. You can also record the meeting automatically and then have alternative host, maybe a co-host or a co-teacher. So after you're done, you hit save. Everything is listed here for your meeting, and if you need to get back to it, you click on meetings. You can add it to your Google Calendar. Something easy to also do is to select under invite link. You copy the invitation that's over to the right hand side, and you click right here on copy meeting invitation, and you can put that information directly into Google Classroom or Canvas or email or however you need to send it to your attendants. So that is how we are going to schedule a meeting. So now we will begin a meeting and I will talk about screen sharing and breakout rooms. Okay, so I'm back at the meetings tab. This is the meeting that we just created, and there are several buttons that you can start it. There was a button on the previous screen where you could start that, but if you're pre-scheduling a day or two in advance, you come back to your Zoom, you go to your meetings tab, and it should be right here. And you can start it early if you need to. So let's go ahead and click on Start. Open Zoom Meetings. So I don't have my video started since I chose that in the options, and I've muted myself since it's only me. So this is what you'll see when you open your Zoom. You can maximize it if you'd like. And the feature that I'm going to talk about first is screen sharing. So screen sharing is down at the bottom of your toolbar here on your Zoom meeting pop-up. So if you click on screen sharing, you're going to be able to see any screen that's open on your computer. The one that I'm going to use is this one. This is where I've brought up my Google Slides where I'm going to present for today. So I will click share. This will pop up. Your toolbar will go to the top. Sometimes the black part will disappear, but as long as you hover over it, it'll come right back. So I can go into present mode if I'd like to on my Google Slides or on my Active Inspire flip chart or whatever I would like. Also, if I've selected the wrong one, I can click on New Share and I can click another screen to use. Also, if you are going into a presentation or if you're going to show a video, I would definitely choose the optimized screen sharing clip, video clip, and share your computer sound so that the students on the other end are able to hear it and see it well. But that's if you're having a video clip or anything. And I know a lot of times we embed them into our Google Slides presentations, so it's always a good idea to check those just in case. There's also an option to pause your share if you needed for some reason to check your email really quickly or correct something on the screen, so you could pause it for your students and then you'd be able to resume it. You can always stop sharing your screen and just go back to either the blank screen or just your face by hitting stop share. The next option that I want to tell you about is the breakout rooms. And the breakout rooms can be very helpful during instruction. If you're in a Zoom box and it's minimized like mine is, then you'll need to go on the More button and click on Breakout Rooms. If you have maximized your screen, then there is already a button down there at the bottom that says Breakout Rooms. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Breakout Rooms. In your breakout rooms, you can have up to 50 rooms. You can have the students assigned automatically or manually. I would suggest manually if you're going through your lesson and you're taking notes on who's struggling. You can put certain students in certain breakout rooms to either get help from peers or to put a group together that you'll stick with. Since I have 0 participants, I can't show you exactly how to do it, but I'll show you the best I can. If I decided to have 5 breakout rooms and assign them automatically, I would click on Create Rooms and they would all be assigned and I could open all rooms. If I decided to recreate all rooms, I decided that automatically or randomly wasn't good for our class, I could click on manually and then I would be able to assign which students. All your students would pop over here to the side, so they do need to make sure their name is correct when they enter the Zoom. I would be able to assign them and I would be able to open all rooms. Under options, there are a couple of neat things that you can try. For the younger students, you could move all participants into breakout rooms automatically. Normally, when a breakout room starts, the student or the participant gets a pop-up on their screen to join it, and they have to click the button join, but this would take them straight to the breakout room. You could allow participants to return to the main session at any time. You can have breakout rooms close automatically after a certain number of minutes and notify the teacher when the time is up. And you can have a countdown after closing the breakout room where students will be coming back into the main session. Only the host and any co-host are able to assign the breakout room. So if you have a co-teacher, what you would need to do is go to participants. The list would be over here to the side of any of your attendants, and you would be able to click on that person, which I don't have any right now, and you would be able to make them a co-host. And one more thing about the breakout rooms that I meant to say a moment ago. If you're in the breakout rooms and you've had them automatically assigned, and then you see some students that don't need to participate together in their breakout room, then you're able to click on the students and exchange them for another one, which could also be very helpful. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you for Zoom beginners, and if you have any questions, you can definitely email me at cwaycock@ncpschools.net.